My name is Dana Grigorcea, and I'm a Swiss-Romanian writer living in Zurich. And this is my newest novel, Die nicht sterben. I suppose it would be named Those Who Won't Die, or The Undying. Yeah, and it's about the longing for the strong hand, for the strong ruler, for Dracula. And this Dracula, this Vlad the Impaler Dracula, inspired Bram Stoker to write his Dracula novel. And I tell the story of Vlad the Impaler, and I start by telling the story, a story that plays nowadays in Transylvania, in the mountains. The main character is a painter, a woman who spends her summer holidays at the house of her great aunt, and she loves to paint. She loves the bucolic landscape. She loves the people living very simple life. And for a long time, she doesn't notice how poor these people are and the desperation that surrounds them. And she closes her eyes to the corruption of the mayor until there's a crime that happens, until the mutilated body of her first lover is discovered. And at that moment, she changes completely. She changes and she becomes that revengeful person. And this is a novel about revenge, about the longing for the strong hand, for the person who will punish the corrupt people, who will punish the thieves, who will punish the ill-doer. It's about this vengeful language that perpetrates the evil we want to destroy. I will read a short a text out of the novel. I resume writing here after substantial doubts about my ability to tell this story led me to interrupt my work for a while. I had begun to doubt my memory, and it became clear to me that I hadn't been paying attention at the time, or not at any rate to the events I had taken it upon myself to relate. I had thought this was my story because it happened to me. But that fact could also imply a certain responsibility, a duty that had fallen to me at some long forgotten point in the past. Countless times I have read what I wrote about being able to play around with the order of events because no order makes sense. But it seems to me now that the opposite is true, and that any order makes sense, as it is not a matter of cause and effect, but of fate. Yet wasn't that precisely what I was trying to dispute in my writing, the stultifying notion that we are all subject to some fate and powerless to defy it? There was another tortuously long wait, a time of what I feared would prove invincible lethargy. I cannot describe it. How could I begin to write about it? But now I have made up my mind. I will write the way I can. I will write as if I were painting a scene on a wall, a Wallachian fresco with a certain demon in the middle.